Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to the channel. My name is Spencer, and today we're carrying on with discovering some parties. We're going with Labour today, probably the most hated government of all time in the UK, I would imagine, but I haven't got a clue what they stand for. Very much like the Green Party. I had a rough idea of the Green Party, but it came across a lot better than what I've seen online, so we're going to do the same today. We're going to check out this video quickly of Steve Miliband's brother kissing a random guy, and then the Labour is renewing Britain. So yeah, this is good. It's good to learn.
A quick free speech introduction to the Labour Party.
Free speech, that's funny.
Red rose. It used to be a red flag, which is also a song they used to sing, and sometimes still do. It's a good song. The party was founded in 1900 and gets its name because it was founded to represent workers, so think Labour as in Labour.
Fuck me.
Trade unions helped found the Labour Party and still give it much of their funding. Though the party insisted
Went wrong, didn't they?
Unions have control, opponents say otherwise.
It was the unions who helped elect Ed Miliband as Labour leader.
Labour are the second largest party
gay.
in Parliament and the official opposition to the government. 33% of their MPs are women, 90% are state educated, and 5% are from an ethnic minority. Most of Labour's current MPs represent the north of England, London and Scotland. There are just 10 Labour MPs in non-London southern seats. Past leaders include Tony Blair, 3 election wins, 1 Iraq war, and Gordon Brown, who oversaw economic growth when Chancellor, but economic crash when Prime Minister. Ed Miliband became Labour leader in 2010. He once lived in the United States, loves baseball, he's a Boston Red Sox fan, and got 2 A's and 2 B's at A-level. After working for Gordon Brown, he became Secretary of State for Energy and Climate Change in the last government, and can do a Rubik's Cube in a minute and a half.
Not anymore, I've got a bit right.
That's very impressive.
Key Labour policies in the last 5 years have included promising to build 200,000 homes a year by 2020, lowering tuition fees to £6,000, and guaranteeing a job for every young person who's been out of work for a year. Criticisms during Ed's time in charge have included not apologising for spending too much money when in power, and that he comes across as a bit odd sometimes.
Well, did they keep to any of those promises? I don't know. I haven't got an absolute clue. But there's never going to be enough jobs for all young people because the young people are so picky. You're not just going to do any job, are you? You want the jobs you want, or you don't want to work, essentially.
I've seen change.
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 I've seen fucking change, alright.
I've seen change in my family. So free breakfast clubs for me and my family have been a bit of a lifesaver at the moment with the cost of living, and the bonus of not having to pay for that breakfast club has helped us use money elsewhere. So I know lots of families where the higher minimum wage has helped them a lot as well. So
I'd probably
things are
skip
improving.
the breakfast.
Labour have given me and my family the support we need so we can focus on what really matters, what we all work hard for, to be able to spend time with our family.
Sorry, that was very judgy of me.
I've seen change with Labour, securing my job for the future. The Prime Minister and the Cabinet saved the jobs of 3,700 workers and countless others in the supply chain here at British Steel. Along with the recalling of Parliament and the trade deals thereafter, it has cemented and firmed our belief that we have a future in our industry. It's refreshing to have a government that sees the value in our work and understands the importance to our community and our country.
You shouldn't have to be government to realise that we need to be self-sufficient when it comes to steel and energy. Like, otherwise you just set yourself up to get shafted. I don't see why they would ever shut down anything that keeps us going as a country.
Myself and all the other workers here can provide for our families now and for a long time to come.
Looks like a very drab place to work.
Well, I've seen change in terms of the national security within the UK. When I first met Sir Keir Starmer, he gave me a promise that he will prioritise Martin's Law, and that's exactly what he did. On 22nd of May 2017, Martin and quite a few of his friends went to the Manchester Arena to enjoy a concert by Ariana Grande. The bomb was detonated at 22:31. Martin stood about 4 meters away from the bomber, and very sadly didn't make it out alive. The campaign I've been leading to make it mandatory for venues to provide security. Had been going 6.5 years, but as soon as Keir Starmer came into power, it just suddenly started happening.
I've seen change in my community.
Mate, anti-terrorism should be one of the main things in Britain. And I'm not being funny, but I'd say, I don't know, 90% of terrorist attacks are by radical Islamists. And have we not had way more come into the country as far as small boat people? Like, that needs to be top of our list. And it's normally people that are known, to be honest. But there could be a few under the radar. I have a bad feeling that something bad is going to happen at some point. It could just be made up in my brain. Who knows? But we'll see.
And I've seen politics can make a difference. Ronan was an amazing, loving, witty, clever child. He would have made a huge difference. And saying that, he's made a positive difference today. My son Ronan was killed when he was just 16. Nothing prepares you for that. We were fighting since 2023, and at that time the Conservatives were in power, and I felt we were not heard. Nothing was getting done until I met Keir Starmer. Keir had a time for me and my family. He listened and he strengthened the law so people carrying dangerous weapons face the full force of justice.
You're fucking right.
Labour are putting more neighbourhood police on our street and helping people feel safe in their communities again. It won't bring my son back, but it means other families might be spared the pain that we have been left with.
I've seen change in my health. After only 1 year in power, Labour has shown that we can save our NHS. I had a cancer diagnosis and was treated for breast cancer. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for our NHS. I'm so grateful. The Tories ran our NHS into the ground, and I'm hearing people like Farage saying that we should pay for our NHS through insurances, and that is not right. But Labour have already delivered.
I know it's not right, but fuck me. Can you even get anything on the NHS now without waiting for a million years? It's hard enough to try and get a doctor's appointment. Like, I've been ringing up. You get in the queue and then it just hangs up on you. What you meant to do? Get an online consultation form, fill that out or something, and then wait for them to get back to you. Fucking drop dead by then.
Over 4 million extra appointments. They're ending the backlog. There's still a huge amount to do. There's a long way to go.
We do need the NHS though.
That the Labour Party, that Keir will keep going. They won't give up on the NHS in the same way that we won't give up on the NHS.
It is a good thing for Britain.
Together.
Together.
Together, we will renew Britain. We will renew Britain.
Very nice. I don't actually know, though, what the Labour Party has to offer from that video. You know, hit me with it. This is all I see, Labour in crisis. Is Labour still Labour? I do not know. Disastrous budget. UK Labour Party blasted for tax hike backflip. I remember they weren't going to raise taxes or some shit, and then they ended up did. I won't vote Labour again. I'll just take your word for it. I might have to do a let's watch
Sorry,
this.
Keir Starmer, but Arsenal will bottle it. Hello everyone and Happy New Year. I'm Lucy Powell and I'm your Deputy Leader of the Labour Party. And to kick off the new year, I'm going to be answering a few questions. What are you most excited about in 2026? Well, I'm excited for a new year. I think a new year brings fresh promise, new opportunity, a chance to clear the decks from the year before and get on with some new things in the coming year.
We need to clear the fucking
New Year's
channel.
Resolution be?
Not the decks.
My New Year's resolution will probably be the same that it is every year, which is to lose some weight. And as my daughter will tell you, my mum's been on a diet for 10 years and she's put on a stone, so that probably won't go that well.
That's a
either.
good diet.
Next question, what do Labour values mean to you?
Here we go.
Labour values are values of equality, opportunity and justice, and these are values that I've lived by all my life, and it's what guides us as a Labour government as well.
Oh, yeah,
Next question.
Good values, to be honest.
What's Labour doing to make life cheaper for me? Tackling the cost of living crisis and helping ordinary families is absolutely at the core of what the Labour Party and this Labour government is about. And so all the steps that we've taken to do that, from free childcare, free breakfast clubs, lowering energy bills, increasing wages, increasing the state pension for older people.
You only increase wages if you're on minimum wage, though. That's the thing. You don't increase any. You affect me zero. But I don't know why the government can't have a thing with energy providers where they put a cap on them, because they're making billions more profit than ever before, and we're meant to be in a economical crisis. It makes no sense, other than the fact of a minute ago, you need to make sure that you're doing everything within your own country so you're self-sufficient, so then you're not being held to ransom by all these big companies. That's one thing that we need to do in Britain, is put all of our money back into restoring Britain so it is self-sufficient. It doesn't make sense. And we can't have so many freeloading bastards here. You've either got to work or get the fuck out, whether you're English or not. Go live in the Falkland Islands.
As well, freezing rail fares, freezing the bus fare cap. This is what we are about to help alleviate the cost of living, so that when people go out and do a day's work, you know, that can pay for their needs and give people a little bit left at the end to have some joy in life. What would you have been if you hadn't become an MP? Good question. I do get asked this quite a lot. Something where I could be bossy, basically, because I am bossy. But bossy, I'm re-owning bossy. Bossy means leadership. Bossy means getting things done. How are you making healthcare more accessible? We're treating our health secretaries, really prioritising that so that you can get an appointment and get help, because the earlier you get help, the better. But it's also about giving, especially young people, more opportunities, jobs, apprenticeships, access to skills, because having purpose and having things to do can really help people when they're in a mental health crisis as well. What are you doing to help workers? Just before Christmas, we brought in the Employment Rights Bill, which is giving workers a huge amount of extra security and better pay and conditions in the workplace, from sick pay to ending 0 hours contracts, and also ending fire and retire, and a whole range of things, as well as the work that we're doing to lift wages as well, to increase wages, especially for the lower paid. And that's the difference a Labour government makes. And I'm sorry, but Nigel Farage and his ilk, they voted against the Employment Rights Bill. They are not interested in supporting ordinary working people of this country. What are you most proud of?
I get what you're saying there, but they're also about just getting rid of as many people as possible, so then there's more money to go around, surely. We'll get to that in another video, though. This is Labour-based.
That the government has done. I think the fact that we're going to be lifting nearly 500,000 children out of poverty over the course of this Parliament, and that's actually a bigger achievement than even the last Labour government. That's really important.
There shouldn't be that many people in poverty.
In Manchester, I see the effects of children living in poverty, who go to school hungry, who can't afford school uniform, who have, I always tell this story, I went to a school recently, a lot of the kids there were wearing £1 Matalan wellies as their school shoes, because that's all their parents could afford as school shoes, even though it was in summer. And that's what child poverty looks like today. So I'm really pleased that we are...
How is that even a thing? These parents need to have a camera on their ass for a full week to find out what the fuck's going on.
Lifting children out of poverty, and that's a proud legacy I'm sure we'll all look back on with great pride. Final question, be honest.
I appreciate something.
City or Arsenal for the Premier League? I mean, no question. Sorry, Keir Starmer, but...
Yeah, City could easily pick it up, but we don't care about that at the moment. I do jump to conclusions on the child poverty thing, because I'm assuming that these people don't work, in which case, what do you expect? I think that if you don't work, you should eat beans on toast every day and not be allowed to drink, not be allowed to smoke, not be allowed any luxuries in life. Because what's the fucking point in having to go to work if I could just sit at home and get all that shit anyway? Like, I'm going to work 40 hours a week, 45 hours a week plus. For what? What extra am I getting than somebody who's just on benefits doing nothing? Doesn't make sense to me. I've not got any kids because I can't afford any kids. And with the state of the world at the moment, I don't want to bring any in. But anyways, Labour is supposed to be for the average working person. So tell me, where has it gone wrong with this Labour government? Why Keir Starmer gets so much shit? And personally, I can't stand listening to the guy when he posts videos on Instagram. It just, he's got that face, that voice. He doesn't seem like he is a man of the people, especially considering his old jobs and when he tries to get like Al-Qaeda leaders or some shit off the hook. Who knows? But yeah, anyways, we're trying to learn. I guess Tories next, because I don't know what they are either. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know, update me on anything that I'm missing here, and I'll catch you tomorrow.
I'm just a regular, everyday, normal motherfucker. I told you in the first song, I'll tell you in another. I'm just a regular